So true and right, and that's yoga votes. And our interest in yoga votes, which is a nonpartisan effort, is to really drive the yoga community into voting in this coming election, both locally as well as nationally. Because we have to remember there's 20 million people within the yoga community, and this is a very altruistic community that is committed to change, that cares about the environment, about healthcare, about freedom, about peace, and about education, and a lot of other things. And if there's a way that we can harness our energy, our time, our money, our efforts, great change can happen. And my hope is that we can start looking at ourselves not as a community, but as a constituency. And if we really saw ourselves as a constituency and took ownership of that, our politicians would have to pay attention to what our desires are, what our needs are, and start to perhaps shift their attention so as to cater to some of our interests and needs. Now, they might not necessarily care about our bottom line, it doesn't matter, they care about our vote. And so this effort is not to tell you who to vote for. That's not the interest of Off the Mat Into the World at all. What we want to do is really help you to understand that there is an intersection between yoga and politics. We're citizens, we care, we're looking to create unification, and there's no better way to do that than to exercise our right and our privilege to engage in the communication of transformation and change on a political level by really holding our leaders accountable. Thank you. By holding our leaders accountable. And in doing that, we have to hold ourselves accountable. We can't afford to become complacent. We can't afford to have that attitude, well, my vote doesn't really matter, because that's saying our voice doesn't really matter. And great change has happened with one person who is willing not to play small and to step out and choose to be heard. And I know that most people in the world, they don't have the privileges that we have as Americans. They would kill for the opportunity to be able to vote. And the sad thing is, they would probably be killed just for that effort, just for even voicing the fact that they want to be able to participate.